came to the place and saw the man, he passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he was traveling, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and he bandaged all his wounds, pouring oil on them and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey. He brought him to an inn, which is like a hotel or a place to stay, brought him to an inn, and he took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii, which is money, and gave them to the innkeeper. "Look after him," he said, "and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense that you may have." Which of these 3 men do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robber? The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." So let's recap here. There was a man that fell to the robbers. The robbers stripped him of his clothes, and they hurt him and beat him, and they left him on the road. Then a priest was walking by, and he saw the man, and he kept walking. They say a Levite, which is another man from a different part of the area, was walking by, saw him on another side, and kept walking. But the good Samaritan, the third person, was walking by. He saw him, and he took pity on him, which means he took care of him. He picked him up, he bandaged up all of his wounds, he put him on the back of his donkey to carry him to a place where he could rest and be healed. And he even paid for him to stay the night there. That was the Good Samaritan. Another name for Samaritan can be neighbor. Do you have a neighbor? I bet you have people that maybe live on either side of your house, or maybe a person that lives across the street. If you live in an apartment, you may have neighbors that are down the hall. You might think of a neighbor as somebody that you live by, but a neighbor can be anybody. A neighbor can be somebody that you sit next to when you're in the cafeteria at school. A neighbor can be somebody that you maybe sit next to at school. And Jesus tells us to take care of our neighbors. If something ever happens to our neighbors, then we want to help them. We want to be good stewards. That's what Jesus did when he was here on earth. He showed us how. And this story of the Good Samaritan, it gives us hope. It gives us hope that we can help others and we can be just like Jesus. Let's take a minute and watch our teaching video. And after that, I'll see you back.
Hey! 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 Oh, hey again? What's a donkey got to do around here to get an apple? Maybe a cheese omelet? I come from a long line of famous donkeys, you know. There was Balaam's donkey, who actually talked. And the donkey that Jesus rode in on when he entered Jerusalem for the Last Supper. And there was another donkey in the Bible, too. The donkey of the Good Samaritan. He was from a noble race. His people played many important roles in God's work. He was mysterious. He was proud. He was a donkey. He was the donkey of a Samaritan named Phinehas. They were traveling on a path from Jericho, heading toward Jerusalem. Now this is a dangerous and rocky path, where robbers could jump out at any moment, which is why Phinehas was constantly on the lookout.
Smooth ride so far, eh, donkey? Not many people on the road today.
Now what Phinehas and his trusty donkey didn't know was that farther down the road, there was a Jewish man who was being attacked by robbers.
Well, we need to keep moving, eh, donkey? Ready? Whoa! Whoa! What was that? It must be the heat.
On that same road, a priest approached the Jewish man who was beaten up by robbers. He got closer and closer. He poked him with a stick. Then he walked past, and he was gone.
All right, donkey. Hopefully I'm done seeing things. Now we need to get moving. Ready? Whoa! Whoa! Whew. No worries, donkey. I'm okay. But something was after me again. Wow. I might need to lie down.
Next, there was a Levite who approached the Jewish man. The Levite walked up to him, looked directly at him, and pretended not to see him. Then he started whistling, and he was gone.
That's it, old friend. We really need to get moving. Let's go. No, really, I mean it this time. Whoa, wait! What is that? It looks like a Jewish man has been beaten up. We